Yo, 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 I am Alpha, I am Omega, the beginning and the end. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. GOAT tier, the greatest video game of all time. The greatest video game of all time, and I stand on that. I have had a man crush on Xenogears for over 20. How long is this game? How old is this game? How old is this game? 27? 28? I can't believe this game is 28 years old. Damn. I still remember it like it was yesterday, first playing this bad boy. Mm, mm, mm. I remember seeing the anime clips in this game, and I was like, "Oh man, that's dope." Because a lot of the video games back then didn't have any anime clips. Yo, F55X, what's up? The best era of gaming. Yeah, I agree, but a lot of people say the PlayStation 2 era, PlayStation 2, GameCube, original Xbox. That was goat. That was the goat tier for a lot of people. I think it's the PS1 Dreamcast. PS1 Dreamcast is where I had just a whole lot of fun because I went to the PS1, had an amazing time, and then I went over to the Dreamcast, and I thought that was very fun as well. Dreamcast had so much potential, and I wish it had a chance to see its potential all the way played through. But the way things are, they never got a chance to do that. Now this is before Xenogears, and as you can see, they got high technology, spaceships, spacecrafts. And I remember years ago we used to have a conversation, me and my father, and the aspects of if Star Wars or Star Trek, is that considered the past or the future? You know what I mean? If you're looking at all this high grade, highfalutin technology, you're thinking, okay, this is the future. This is what the future's supposed to be. But as we get further and further towards the end of the Western liberal civilization, we're starting to realize that back in the day was way more advanced than it is today. Yo, happy Piccolo Day, May 9th. Pierre, salute the Piccolo, man. That was the first character that got me to Dragon Ball was Piccolo. I thought he was amazing. He was so cool. Something about that character just really resonated with me. This is the GOAT right here, man. I love this game. We're gonna do a full playthrough, guys. Excuse me. Look at this scene right here. You guys paying attention? Look. This game really took it there, man. Yeah, this game really took it there, bro. This game took it there. This is why it's my all-time favorite. I mean, I was in 8th grade, 7th grade, bro, playing this game, and I'm like, what the freak is going on? Something about this game is connected with my pineal gland. Yeah, man. I wanted to do a video about. Oh, damn, we just saw this already. I wanted to do a video on Goku. I know it's Piccolo Day, but I wanted to talk about one of my greatest inspirations. That is Goku while playing Xenogears. Another one of my. The continent of Iguanas is the northern hemisphere of our world. On this largest continent, a war has been raging between two countries for hundreds of years. In the north of the continent lies the Kislev Empire, in the south lies the Desert Kingdom of Man. The war has gone on for so long that people have forgotten the cause, knowing only the pointless circles of hostility and tragedy. A great demonic war. I heard there was a war back in the day. If you go to certain spots around the world, you will see what looks like mountains and stuff like liquefied, burnt down mountains. I heard those were great civilizations that might have been bombed on with some type of ancient technology. If you look at the Grand Canyon, it looks like in Arizona. It looks like it was in a war-driven place. Look at pictures of the Grand Canyon. They don't allow you to walk around the Grand Canyon. There was a Caucasian man many years ago. He was doing some looking for gold in the Grand Canyons, and he walked up into a cave. And he said he went into the cave and had ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and all that type of stuff. The chronic war obsession was soon to encounter a devastating change. This was due to the ethos and the institutions that preserve our world's culture, repairing tools and weapons excavated from the ruins of an ancient civilization. At once, both countries excavated these ruins and had the ethos prepare the discoveries in order to increase their military power. Man, sometimes see Japan is getting too deep. That's why the West is always keeping an Aspergian eye. The West is always keeping an eye on Japan when it comes to the entertainment. They want strict censorship. They want strict banning. They want strict stopping. And they say they want to do it to protect the children. And I go, what are you talking about? We want to protect the kids. These people, the Western liberal doesn't give a goddamn about a child. Only they don't give a damn about the child because if they did, we would get the Epstonian files dropped. We would have been had those things dropped. We would have been after these people who were coming after children. But we got to stop Japan because their material is going to affect the babies. And to be honest, it's true. The stuff that you're seeing in these animes, the stuff that you're seeing in these video games, it's true. It's true. These the things that I saw in eighth and seventh and fifth and sixth grade with Dragon Ball Z power levels, scouters, scanners, aliens from outer space, Super Saiyan, reaching a Super Saiyan. Come on, stop. Sailor Moon, women getting access, getting their powers from the moon. They used to call they used to say that the woman was the moon back in the ancient times because the moon would have changes every day. Every day the moon was changing. You know what I mean? The various weapons excavated from the ruins greatly changed the form of warfare. The outcome of battles between the two countries was no longer determined by man to man combat, but by gears, giant humanoid fighting machines that were obtained from deep within the ruins. Yo, this game is going there, bro. Naruto's better. Yo, wisdom. Yo, quiet, quiet. What game is this? This is a Xenogears, brother. We're gonna play the greatest game of all time. Eventually, after continuous swings in the state of war, Kislev gained the upper hand. The major factor behind this lay an enormous difference in the amount of resource buried within the ruins. But suddenly, a mysterious military force appeared in the continent of Ignaz called Gebler. This force decided to make contact with Eved. Jesus, you know that meme where somebody's writing and the pen is in flames? That's what Malonestop is doing right now. With the assistance of this Gebler military force, Eved was able to recover from being hopeless, outnumbered to being back on even standings with Kislev. Then Taking future advantages of its newly gained momentum, Ev started to capture over one territory after another with his left, showing no indications of slowing down in their invasion of the campaign. Now, the guy that created this worked, the creator of Monolith Self, I don't know his name, he worked on many Squaresoft titles that we know and love today. Um, he worked under Sakaguchi, who worked on the Final Fantasy series, and he was a guy that was kind of just getting bored with just doing Final Fantasies. You know what I mean? And he wanted to get the opportunity to create his own game, so they allowed him to create his own game. Now, before that, he would have a thing for mechs and things of that such. And then, as he was working for Square Enix, that's where he met his wife. Now, his wife is official tissue. She's the real deal. You know what I mean? She's an outstanding artist, a great philosopher, and they would literally create this bond and relationship where they would sit down and they would just talk about, just the mythos, the world. They would just talk about philosophy. They would talk about all types of things. They end up falling in love. They end up consummating, and they end up coming together to create a game like this, man. And I want to do a video for my fellas that we really it's so hard nowadays for us to meet the women of our dreams, um, because a lot of the women are controlled by corporations. A lot of the women are controlled by our government. A lot of our women are you know controlled by the colleges and things of that such. They're purposely turning our women against us so that we can't find our rib and completing ourselves. You know what I mean? Like some type of Voltron, They have women focusing on twerking, they have women focusing on sex. And a lot of times you can't find your significant other because your woman is being controlled by the powers that be, and they're teaching her that her greatest value is sex. But when you meet a true spiritual man, when you meet a man who's really about that life, and I know it's everybody, every man that's watching this video right now, I know that sex is deeper than anything. But sadly, they are teaching our women, our ribs, that the only thing you should focus on is sex, and that's the only thing that's going to make that man happy. Now, I'm so happy with their relationship. Um, the creators of Xenogears, a man and a wife coming together, sharing a bond, and it's so much more deeper than sex. Sex is a beautiful thing; it's great, but for them to come together and create this classic right here, and it can inspire and motivate uh, basically only me because this game, I'm the only one that really loves this game as much as I love it. But man, that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful love story. Beautiful. Sadly, we will not find our women. We won't. I just don't believe it because they're too sex driven. All of them. They say that men are sex driven. That's a lie. Yes, there's a bunch of weirdos out there that needs to get access, but the true man, the true male knows that it's better to have a spiritual bond, a spiritual connection than it is to have a sexual connection. Cerrito's here. He worked on the pitch for Final Fantasy VII. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's phenomenal. He's great, but I like his wife so much better, so much more. She also worked on the only Xenoblade game that I like was the Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I believe she was the main force behind that game. Um, I like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 as well, but 2, I believe it was just her and her squad that worked on that game. Damn you! This game is out there, bro. Look at giant mechs, bro. Bro, did you see the glass shatter? Oh, yo, this game, that's it. Game of the year, game of the year, game of the century. Yo, this game is taking it there, bro. See, you guys are looking to be entertained. You know what I mean? When you guys get access to your games, you want to be entertained. Bro, I'm looking at I'm like, wait a minute, this is on another level. You know what I mean? You guys are looking at this as fiction and entertainment. This is the real deal. Here, say, say. That's one down. Look at this dude. This dude is the truth. He was inspired. This guy right here, he's inspired by Darth Vader. What on earth are you? No matter how often I knock you down, you still get up. Satan! People hate Satan. I love Satan. Faye, stop. You must not fight here. Ugh. Boy, you persistent. The Xenogears is legendary. Word up. I wish I got all the action figures, man. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't have no money like that. Be buying the figures. Damn it. How come? Why did it have to come to this? I remember when the Play Arts figures, man, they were cheap back in the day. When I first saw it, I was the first one to buy them. We used to get it for like $30. Now each figure goes for over $100. Ah, yes. The flames of justice. Oh? Ah, Faye, he's like us. He's an artist. Look, guys, he's an artist just like us, creating, getting access to his creating and his painting. Look. Woo! That about does it. This guy's just like us, man. All right, now for a short break. All right. This sucks because I can't use the thumbstick. I gotta go back to the controllers. Home. What's that? It's not good, Faye. You took your hidden money, received 200 gil. Rest in your bed? No, good. All right, let's move on. Hey, what's up, dude? Maid. Hey, damn, Faye's doing it like that. Hello, Faye. You're looking well today. My, how time flies. Why, it's already been 3 years since you've come to our village. When they first saw you, brought you in the bloody and silken, to tell you the truth, they didn't think you were going to make it. And that strange masked man who carried you here that day, do you think maybe he was your real father? Do you remember anything why they say you had a terrible nightmares and constantly called out for your father? Oh, a hidden secret. You guys paying attention? Who is it? That dude big as hell to be carrying him like that. Chief Lee. Who are you? What? You want me to look after this boy? Yeah, you old geezer. But now you're so healthy and strong. And it's all thanks to our village chief, Lee. My, should you be grateful? Oh, God. Yeah, Goku is out here. I'm watching the Dragon Ball. Oh, I'm watching Dragon Ball, and a lot of people were upset with Super because they made Goku stupid. And they did. You know, it's all part of the plan to take all of our great characters and turn them into idiots. But you know, one thing that was for certain is that Goku was focused on becoming the greatest fighter on the planet, no matter what. You know, Chief Lee. Oh, it's you, Faye. We're in the middle of a discussion, Timothy and Alice's wedding arrangements. Oh, hey, why don't you bring a girlfriend or two home once in a while? Just because you live with an old man like me doesn't mean you have to hold back now. You hear? Why, when I was young, as you are, it seemed like every day I would. Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. Now we still have important things to discuss. So don't get in the way now. Let's talk to this idiot. Yo, Tim, what's up? Yo! Hi there, Faye. Yo, where did yo come from, guys? Yo, that's Black American vernacular, bro. How are these games not about us? Vegetable dancing was still unacceptable. Vegetable. Oh, Vegeta dancing. Yo, that was crazy. I don't like that. A lot of people were giggling and getting access to their giggles when Vegeta was doing that. I was like, what the hell? The once mighty Saiyan? But we have to talk about the big day tomorrow with the village chief. Yeah, Goku's out here chasing his dreams, doing his thing, every day training to get better and stronger. Then he finds out that there's another universe of fighters, and he's like, man, I got to be better than them too. Let's get it. Hey, Timothy, I just want to thank both you and Alice. 3 years ago, I woke up at the village without a trace of my memory. I didn't know who I was, where I had been, or what I've been doing until this day. I couldn't recall a single thing. Despite that, you and Alice sympathized with me and encouraged me to go on. If the two of you hadn't been there, for me, I don't know what would have become of me. Timothy, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Now, you and Alice had better live happily ever after. Quit it, will ya? You don't have to go on and get all mushy on me. Anyways, to me, it feels like I've always been friends with you ever since we were kids. Is that the Baphomet in the background there? And we will go on being friends forever, right? Of course. Oh, yeah, Faye, could you stop by and check on Alice? I still have stuff to discuss with my old man and the village chief. That's crazy. You can't tell another man to go check on your wife, but I'm sure she'll be glad to have some company. Yeah, sure, I'll do that, dude. Anyway, I'll see you later. Oh, and I'm really looking forward to the ceremony tomorrow. Yo, there's some type of Baphomic. Look at this. There's some type of devil worshippers. Look. Y'all see that? That was Toriyama's finish. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt. I don't think Toriyama worked on Dragon Ball since Dragon Ball. Why, hello there, Dan. You're lively today. Are you, as you are every day? Dan, don't be so rude. What's with the barge in and all? Dan looks crazy. Ah, Timothy, he's here too. Butt out, Timothy. Until you marry my sister, you have nothing to do with me at all. I just have some business here with my friend Faye. So anyway, Faye, I have something to talk to you about later. What is it, Dan? It sounds serious. Yeah, that's why I can't talk about it here. There's a certain person listening who could cause us trouble. It's really important. We got to talk. Seriously. One on one, man to man. I'll be hanging around outside, so I'll see you later there, okay? Be seeing you, Timothy. Take care of yourself until tomorrow. Sucker. Huh? What's up with him? As of tomorrow, I'm going to be that kid's brother in law. That part isn't going to be a no honeymoon. I remember back in the day, I was like, oh, what's up all this reading, man? It seemed like it was so much text back in the day. The hell is this? Alice and Timothy's wedding is tomorrow and the talk of the town. I guess it's to be expected, though. It is one of their lifetime big events. The women of the village are born, raised, married, and live out the rest of their lives here. There must be some happiness in that, but I've been thinking from time to time, sometimes I wish I were born a man so I could travel the world and live an ever changing life. Oh, God. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, that is weird. Really? Do you mean it? I need you to say that for me, Faye. Here, this is my very own homemade aquasol. Our bear cow loves it. Try his Bear cow? Ew. Let's talk to Dan. Dan the man, what's up, buddy? Oh, good, Faye. You ready to talk? As you know, tomorrow's finally the day of my sister's wedding. So what I want to talk to you about is exactly that. Alice's marriage. Dan, oh sorry, Faye, to be perfectly honest with you, I've always wished you could have been my brother, huh? It's still not too late. You could go steal Alice and run off with her. If you need me to help, I'll be glad to. It may be odd for me to say this, but my sister's beautiful and good and a good cook. And this is just between you and me, but she's well endowed too. The hell? So come on, go for it. Let's do it. All right, Dan, you got it. I guess I'll just go sweep Alice away and make a run for it. Really? I knew I liked you, Faye. That's the spirit. But if only it was that easy. It's not like we can just change their feelings. And you would need to have love for her too. But I'm not going to forget this, Faye. You were really willing to go out there and help me. Faye, you're a good guy. Da-da-da-da. They always say that's his vision, yeah. They'll say anything is his vision to get people to watch it. I mean, I remember when he was alive, they kept saying they had Akira Toriyama had a thank you letter for buying a Xenoverse 2. And I was like, this is stupid. Well, hello, Faye. How are you? Oh, you're here to see Alice? Actually, it's customary that we don't let any men in to see the bride today, but you can be an exception. Get out of my way, woman. Out of the way, woman. Oh, that's funny. Alice Aunt, my hello, Faye. Have you come to visit our Alice? She's upstairs right now. But doesn't time fly as it's already been 10 years since my brother and his wife passed away? We did our best to raise the two children in their place. Alice, oh, but now as far as Alice is concerned, I can finally say my job is done. I know Timothy will take good care of her from here on. Now all that is left is Dan. I'm going to have a hard time to raising him in adulthood. Sigh. Faye, it's my boy. Hello, Alice. Is that your wedding dress? Oh, Faye, you startled me. Yes, it is. I just finished it. It took me more work than I expected. Huh? Hmm. You did a great job there. It looks wonderful on you, Alice. Congratulations. Thank you. Hey, what is it? Oh, nothing. I see. Should move. Oh, yes, that's right. Faye, have you seen Dan? Yeah, he's outside, bragging as always. Ugh, that kid. I just told him that I had an errand for him to run. Oh, yeah? What kind of errand? It's for my wedding ceremony tomorrow. I was hoping he could borrow a camera and some lights from the Dr. Uzuki up on the mountain peak. If that's all it is, I'm glad to do it for you. Could you? Would you? But I couldn't possibly. Don't worry, it's not a problem. Anyways, it doesn't exactly make me feel comfortable having Dan handle such a delicate instrument. What's more, I might have a chance to eat some of Yui's cooking if I go to the doc's place. Hee hee, that's my Faye. Well, I'll go up there now and get them for you. Oh, Faye, wait. Huh? Is there something else you want me to get from Satan? No, it's not that. Huh? Faye, have you ever thought about things this way? If if you had only been born in this village, and if we only had known each other earlier on, Faye's a good-looking guy. All the chicks dig him. It's nothing. I'm sorry. Well, I think I had better get going now. Oh, okay. Be careful on that mountain path and give my regards to Dr. Uzuki. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. The same person that did the Chrono Trigger soundtrack did this soundtrack. The only thing is, this game went through such a grueling process to create. And as he was creating the soundtrack, he got very ill. So the soundtrack wasn't able to be completed. Wake up, old man. Oh, it's you, Faye. What do you want? Finally, at my age, I've become able to live in peace. At this rate, I'll probably live to 100 years. All right, let's head to Satan's house. I don't know if there's any hidden secrets before you leave. I don't know. I don't feel like talking to anybody. Let's just get the show on the road. Goku dreams of food. I mean, food is the key to training. I think one of the most important things when it comes to training is your diet. I think I went the wrong way. One of the most important. Goku talks about this too. You know, just as important as training is, resting and getting access to proper food is very important. I think a lot of people miss out on that part. When I started to change my diet around, god dang it, looking at the ingredients, making sure I'm not putting all types of weird things into my body. You know what? I used to be a vegetarian. Um, I was just, I thought that was the right thing to do, was to be a vegetarian. But the vegetarian thing was horrible. That was a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. I would not recommend a vegetarian diet at all. I wasn't feeling right. My cortisol levels were low, and I was still completely out of shape. Completely out of shape. But not till I switched to basically an all meat diet. I don't eat as much fruits as I used to eat. I might eat the fruits for sugar and stuff like that. But my skin glows better than it ever was. Being some type of vegetarian, I was a vegan. I was being a straight. I wasn't messing with meat at all, and that was a big mistake. I When I do eat meat though, I just don't go to McDonald's and eat a burger though, or I don't go get chicken nuggets. I have to get 100% grass fed beef. I got to get the real deal stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm not just eating anything. These random battles. I used to run from these random battles back in the day. I was like, what is this? This is annoying. Suya! I used to think this combat was so freaking cool, man. This was the coolest thing. Hey, Kev! What's up, Kev? So yeah, if you're training guys, make sure that you're putting in the proper foods. Make sure you're replenishing your body with the proper meals. Don't just go out there and continue to eat Skittles and now laters, Chico sticks and things of that such. Make sure you're reading the back of that bag. Don't just be just eating anything. Just Look out for your little hidden word. If you can't spell it, or if you don't know what it is, then don't eat it. You know what I mean? The cliff edge collapsed from heavy rain we had recently. All right, Faye, you can do a big jump and get across it, but I'm too scared. Hey, what's a big jump? It's easy. Watch me. Say hello to Doctor for me. Ah! I just scrolled. Is Taco Bell type of night only to no? Don't eat that garbage. Anime fan was eating Cheez-Its and cheese, bacon cheese bagel pizzas. I was like, oh my god, the taste is so savory. Yo, you know what's so delicious? I don't like Japanese food. I'm about to go there. I can't go tonight. I might go tomorrow. I don't like Japanese food, man. Udon noodles and all that other stuff and teriyaki. That's garbage to me. Oh God, no! What the hell? But I was having my friend at work. She put me up on this Japanese snack place. It's called Sunberry or something like that. It was a place in Japan, and they sell Japanese treats, and it's so good. It's so good. They got cheesecake. You know what I had, and I thought was bogus. I was watching Dragon Ball Super, and they brung out a big old tray of pudding, and I was like, ew, pudding. You know what I mean? Like I never, I never saw the appeal of pudding. I used to eat pudding back when I was a young person, and I used to be like, man, what the hell is this? This is garbage. You know what I mean? Bro, I had some Japanese pudding. Oh, it's so good. I love these Japanese snacks place, man. It's delish. Hey Zobi, long time no see. I recently finished Dragon Quest 8. Great game. Yeah, man. I need a um I need a PS2 so I can keep on playing. This game looks great. You don't see many new graveyards being built, do you? Where do you think they're getting the meat from? Bro, I've been saying this years ago. And everybody was giggling and laughing. Level up, 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 up. Hob jerky. I was saying that years ago, and everybody was like just laughing at me, like, "Come on, man, get out of here." But you know, it's so crazy when you say something years ago, and it's bogus. But now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you used to unlock these death blows. Not used to, but you can unlock these death blows. But it's not popping up right now. But we're gonna show you that. You know, let me go deeper into the combat system here. I'm kind of just battling. I remember we used to jump in the trees and something would fall out. I can't remember. Oh, we got a battle before we go in there. All right, with this battle system, as you can see, you got your defense, cheese. You can shoot guided blasts and things of that such. You got your items, escape, combos. I never would use the combos, but I'm going to use it this time, this playthrough. I really didn't have an understanding of that back in the day. I was just kind of like just fighting. Anyway, when you attack, you got your points. You got 1 point to do a light attack, 2 points to do a medium attack, 3 points to do a heavy attack. And right there at the bottom left, as you can see, you got 3 points. So that's basically totally what you can do. So either you could do a strong attack. I'm going to hit him up with the triangle square. I think the harder the attack, the more it will miss or get blocked, but you can do some heavy damage when it does connect cleanly, you know? Those wolves ain't gonna do too much damage. They're just kicking up dust. There ain't enough cows in the world to serve that many burgers at McDonald's. Yeah, man. Um, I was, you know, brothers, I be careful out there, man. Walking these streets at night. You ever saw the beginning of Get Out? And the guy was walking, and then there was a car following him. I remember when I first got to this part right here, when I first played this playthrough, and I heard this music, it just had me really happy. You know what I mean? I was like, this is It's a nice song, you know what I mean? And I was just running around, pressing the triangle button, talking to the chickens, tapping X on the chickens. And back then we didn't have YouTube or CDs. We probably had the CDs, but I didn't have a CD. And I couldn't just listen to this song, so I had to basically just sit up in here and run around. Yeah, when I first heard this song back in the day, I was just like, man, this is dope. I like this. You know what I mean? And that's when this game started to get special for me. Sometimes when you pop a game, man, sometimes as soon as you pop the game in, you just know this is gonna be real. Huh? This is gonna be special. And this is one of those games. Really early on, I was like, man, this is gonna be a great experience. Man. Yeah, I was talking about it years ago. Everybody they thought it was so funny, man. And I told them, I said, man, they grounding up Negroes, especially the homeless ones. They were doing the homeless ones. Huh? Hi, Medora. It's a nice day to play outside. How about we feed the birds later? Little kids do be like that. They just be staring at you. You be like, okay. Oh, Faye, welcome. Hello, Yui. Where's Doc? My husband is tinkering with that junk out in the backyard. I should have guessed. Doesn't he ever get sick of playing with that stuff? Well, okay then. I'll go out in the backyard and see if I can find him. Yo, Dot! What's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. We're playing the goat, man. We're playing the goat. Where are you, Doc? Huh? What's going on? Oh, this is no good. Why do they use such inferior parts? This is why their interventions thrive. Huh? Doc. So that's where you were. Oh, Faye. Good to see you. Are you all right, Doc? What are you doing all the way up there? I thought I would try to restore this land's crab. Oh, and that explosive was nothing to worry about. It happens all the time. Could you wait a while? I am just about ready to call it a day. Oh, yes, there is something interesting in the storeroom. Why not take a look? Okay, Doc, I will, but please hurry. It will get dark before you know it. Satan is hip to the game. He's already hip to what's going on very early. So this is what Doc was talking about? Let me see. What's so interesting about it? Yeah! Goku is chasing his dreams every day. He doesn't work, he doesn't do anything. He just trains and trains and trains and trains. Because in his mind, he wants to be the best fighter in the world. Not even in the world, in the galaxies, in alternate dimensions, alternate timelines. Whoever is out there and they're considered to be the best, he wants to be them. He wants to beat them one on one. That's what thrives him. That's what motivates him. Sadly, our society is controlled by the corporations, and I think the corporations are 10 times worse than socialism and or capitalism. Corporations are the worst. Corporations are the reason why America has fallen. It's fallen, and it's fallen hard. It's over. What do you think? Not bad, huh? Yeah, the corporations, they constantly have us working. They're underpaying us. They're undercutting us. They're undermining us. The corporations are taking our jobs, pushing them overseas, taking our jobs and giving them to people who never built this country, never fought for this country, never done anything for this country. Paying them 10 cents a nickel, moving them 7 to 12 people in one home, unproper, unlivable conditions. So it's hard for us to chase our dreams like Goku, you know? We gotta work. We gotta work for the corporations, right? They don't make it like this anymore. Yeah, man. America has fallen. Have you ever walked in a Walmart or Target and seen how insane these people look in public? I haven't been in Walmart in forever. I've been in Target. I think there's some nice older Caucasian women in Target. I would say you can find you a nice, decent looking Caucasian woman in Target over here where I live. But Walmart, I haven't been in there in a long time. Every time I went to Walmart, there was some decent looking females. Oh yeah, that's right. Alice asked me to borrow some camera equipment from you. Oh yes, her wedding is tomorrow, right? Understood. Well, we had better get it ready then. Oh, and dinner should be ready soon. Would you like to join us? Would I ever? I was hoping you would ask. I still have some cleaning up to do here. Would you mind giving Midori some company back in the house? Okay, take your time, Doc. I'll go ahead and eat when dinner is ready. Go right ahead. But I will not be held responsible if you get a stomachache from eating my wife Yuri's cooking. Doc, I feel strange when listening to this music. I feel something warm inside. That just may be because you have something living inside of you. And he too must have liked this music a long time ago before he became a part of you. Huh? That's random. Is Timothy and Alice's wedding really tomorrow? It might actually be better to live an ordinary life in this condition as soon as whatever. Well, anyway, I suppose I better adjust the gyro at least. Gyro, huh? This cannot be. Is this an omen? Now, what is going to happen? That was good. Your cookie never fails to impress me. Did JRPG text boxes teach you how to read? Yeah, 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 big time. Um, well, I believe my first early readings was Goosebumps. That's where I the Goosebumps books were very entertaining for me back in the day. But yeah, of course, reading the text from JRPGs was a great teacher of mine. Um, but yeah, I remember back in the day, I used to read through these texts in like a matter of seconds. Bow. I should just be like, I just be done and I'd be getting full access. I'd just be in the zone. And the people who'd be watching me play would be like, hey man, slow down. What the heck? What did he say? I didn't get a chance to read it. And I was able to recite what was going on in the scene. Yeah, I was like literally in like this type state of zen when I used to play these JRPGs and I would just go through them so fast. Good night, Yui, Midori. Good night. We're looking forward to tomorrow's wedding. Hey, little kid. It definitely wasn't the school system that was teaching us. It was these great games. The path is dangerous when it's so dark. What's wrong, Doc? There's nothing to worry about. Well, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Now things are about to turn up. X gon' give it to ya. Huh? Giants. Faye? Notice he said giants. Some flying objects went towards Lahan, so you saw them too. Judging by their shadows, they appear to be a group of gears from our neighbor country, Kislev. Those were gears? Oh no, they're all headed directly for Lahan. The ones I just saw? Let us make haste. Right. Huh? Wait up. Wait up, old man. No. Lahan. No. No. Run. Run. What are you doing? Alice, Timothy, Dr. Uzuki, Faye, Doctor. They just came out of nowhere and landed right in our village. I know. What on earth are they doing startling and battling here? Starting a battle here. Are you all okay? Yes, but it's Dan. We can't find him. I'll go look one more time. Alice, go ahead and get out of the village. No, Timothy, wait. You, Alice, and the rest of the villagers should evacuate to a safer location. Doc, you know I can't just leave Dan behind. Timothy, I understand how you feel, but leave the rest up to Faye and me. The primary thing you should be concerned with is your own safety. Timothy, your responsibility is to protect Alice. But it's just as Doc says, the two of you should get out of the village now. Don't worry about Dan. Knowing him, he has already evacuated and is waiting for you. I get it right. Okay, Alice, let's let Dr. Nizuki and Faye handle it from here. Yes, okay, thank you, Doctor. But Faye, please look out for Dan. Yeah, don't worry. If he still happens to be in the village, I'll be sure to save him. Now, both of you, hurry! I will go check inside the house to see if there's anyone left behind. Faye, please go around the village and guide the stragglers to the safe location. All right, but Doc, you be careful, okay? You too, Faye. No, the violence. Oh, that gear. It's connecting to me. Something about it is awakening something within. Oh, oh, whoa. Ah, Anime. I love the anime cutscenes. Huh? Faye. Wait, Faye. Faye, no, get out of that thing. Awesome. Do not do this, Faye. You must not fight here. Faye! Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Extricate pads, linguistic modifier enabled. Identified lamb, agnostic dialect, no piloting experience, easy mode set. Synchronized input interface with pilot, normal reflex time. Warning to pilot, combat mode, about to enter combat, 1200 units, fuel left. Utilize command ring in upper left on screen to select attack. Then that, and then auto attack, power and fuel usage differs with types of attacks. Warning, enemy gears are now preparing to attack. Terminating help mode. Let's go. Let's get down to business. I can't believe how these graphics are better. These graphics are better than the graphics of today. Let's go, Faye. Oh. Oh. Come on, Faye. Yo, what the hell? This gear is dancing on me. What? Yo, what the hell? What happened? This ain't right. Is it because he has a samurai sword? Damn, whenever I go to the higher stuff, he dips it. In the modern Tower of Babel, we have all the knowledge. It's the modern Tower of Babel. We have all the knowledge now, but things are less creative than ever before. Yeah, that's on purpose, I believe. I believe they constantly got you stressing. They constantly got you working. They constantly got you. You know what I mean? Now they created these cell phones that can do everything. You can play video games on your cell phone. You can scroll social media. That's one of my worst habits. Is on my days off, I'm wasting time scrolling and looking at things. You know, I should be using that scrolling time reading. This dude's the beast. I guess there's no choice but to fight. Yeah, with the Tower of Babel, we were building this giant tower to reach out to the gods, you know? God got jealous of that. Faye, the way you are fighting, oh no, this is not good. If he awakes in here, Doc. Dan, what the hell, man? Are you all right? What on earth are you doing here? Do you not know how worried Alice and Timothy are? I'm sorry, Dr. Izuki. I got out of the village earlier, but I came back. I just couldn't bear to think leaving my sister's wedding dress behind here. You returned to save your sister's wedding dress? Yeah, you're such a sentimental little boy. Let us evacuate to a safer spot while Faye has their attention. It appears that they are after gear that gear Faye is in. Faye's inside that monster? Faye is bound by the dark, cruel destiny of God. Faye? Come on now, Dan. We had better get away from here. Dan! I knew you were still in the village. Boy, I'm glad you're okay. Oh, oh no. No. Run! Oh no. Timothy! Oh. Wait! Don't shoot! Stop it! These people have nothing to do with you. Timothy! Out of the way, you bastards. Expose of him. Damn. That dude letting off. Stop it! I said stop it! Damn. Damn. Yo, when I was in 8th grade, this blew my mind. I was like, what the freak? It was supposed to be a great wedding tomorrow. Ain't no JRPG doing it like this. Huh? Where am I? Doc? Oh, you have finally gained consciousness, Faye. Doc, what happened? Where's Chief Lee? Timothy? Alice? What did I? Yes. Well, that is. You murderer. Dan. Dan, what do you mean? Faye, it was because of you. I had to get in that monster. Alice and Timothy, the people of the village are all. You killed everyone using that monster. That black beast. Why do you have to fight in the middle of the village? How do you even know how to operate such a monster? Mother, where's Mother? See, I told you so. I said allowing someone we knew Nothing about into our village would spell disaster. Oh, hurts. It hurts. Damn. Yikes. No, keep away. I'm scared. Ah! Murderer. My sister. Give me back my sister. Damn. There is nothing to be gained from putting the blame all on Faye alone. What is more, you know Faye had no control over the malfunction of that gear. I know that. But, I hate you! Ah! Gah! It might be better if we left him by himself for a little while. He does not know what to do with his grief and his anger. And Faye, it may be a good idea for you to leave this place. There is no guarantee that reinforcements from yesterday's unit are not going to come back. They will probably want to know what happened to your comrades, to their comrades. Also, if you stay here, I don't think the atmosphere is going to be very joyful, if you know what I mean. It is probably best for you both, you and all the other villagers here. I guess you're right. This disaster happened because I was here. But what am I supposed to do now? Yes, well, why not go through the Black Moon Forest and head for Avev? I am sure those soldiers from yesterday were not from Avev. If you can manage to get to Avev's side, they will not be able to track you down very easily. Okay, I understand, Doc. Well, anyway, please take care of the rest of the things here, Doc. Of course. Well, do take care now. Dang, he done kicked Faye out. You killed everyone with that monster. Murderer, my sister. Give me back my sister, sister. Good. You know why, Zobi? Because Goku was groomed as a kid to follow his path. Me, on the other hand, grew up differently through the system. Also, what is up? What's up, brother? Banana. Now, if you notice in the bottom left, we now have four commandments. Before it was three. So I think we're going to start be able to unlock death blows. People don't like intelligent games. Not yet. Black Moon Forest, here we come. Yeah, we were brought up in a system, and it was we had no choice but to follow the system. We were kids. If we were to say anything otherwise, um, it will be grounds for um, a beatdown. We basically had to do what our parents told us to do, and the parents had to follow what their parents had to tell them what to do. The parents are basically following what the television tells them what to do. The news is telling them what to do. The television even told us how to eat, how to drink. I remember the television was going around saying meat was bad for you, not the seed oils, not the corn oils, not the castor oils. It was the meat's fault. We've been eating meat for thousands of centuries, but now the meat's bad. You know what is good? McDonald's. That's good for you. But now with the Western liberal civilization crashing right in front of our eyes, we can now see that we were brought up in a system, a cycle. Now we can see all the things that of no fault of theirs, no fault of theirs, but everything that our parents have told us, the television has told us, the news has told us. Now we all can see that it's all bogus. There's no jobs. Before we had to go to school, get an education, get a job, get a family at a young age, get married, and all of those institutions are crumbling and crashing right in front of us. Now we feel like we were being lied to. Before they said you work hard and you stay focused and you choose your path and you work hard towards it. They told you that you were able to achieve. That's a lie. I sat here for over 15 years on my YouTube channel busting my ass, and they shadow banned me. They blocked me. Nobody can see my videos. Nobody can find my channel. Notifications are not shown. Now we learn that if you're not following what the system tells us what to do, then you are the enemy. Now we know that. Once you start to wake up from the system punishes you. But still, even though Goku was chasing his path and chasing his dreams, even though there were obstacles in his way, his own brother, his own family of races, his own people, the Red Ribbon Army, Frieza, Cell, even though AI like Cell, even though Boo, Magic, Bippity, Boppity, Boo. Nothing stops Goku from achieving his greatness. Nothing stops Goku from reaching his path. Huh? What are you doing? All to distract us. Yeah, Goku had his obstacles as well, but he never let it stop him. Oh, should have went that way. Hey, salute to Chi Chi and Bulma. Salute to those two women. Salute. There's nothing better than a woman that allows you to chase your purpose. It's nothing better than a woman that understands that, the woman is, like I told you before, is jealous of her own shadow. So the idea of you chasing your dreams and chasing your goals will probably cause a little bit of jealousy and friction, except for getting on program and following the instructions, or just looking and seeing at what your man is doing and following his lead. You want to find ways to bring confusion and jealousy and anger. Salute to Chichi and Bulma for understanding that Goku and Vegeta have a purpose. They're following their purpose and they support their purpose. Yes, Chi-Chi would kick up dust whenever she would try to get Gohan involved. Whenever Goku would try to get Gohan involved. But that's understandable with the woman. You know, that's her child, that's her baby. That was her dream. That was her goal. Ever since episode 1, she wanted to get married. She wanted to have 8 kids. That was her dream. That was her goal. Salute to Bulma. Oh, Bulma, right? She was growing up. She wanted pretty boys. She loved boys. Came through and calmed and tamed my boy Vegeta. Vegeta was a nuisance, if you will. She came in, dropped some good loving on him, got him focused, taking baths with him, fulfilling his sexual needs, keeping his tension low, you know? Eleanor, Elohim. I love the anime in this game. Salute to Boma. Boma's a true rider. I like Boma, man. She's a rider. I said turn around. Hey, jackass. Confusions, yeah. Are you shaking? Mysterious woman. Be quiet. You don't seem to be one of the Kislev soldiers who are after me. But don't move. I have orders to kill all surface dwellers, lambs, I come in contact with. It's part of my mission. It's nothing personal. I have a question for you. How do I get out of this forest? Are you lost? Just answer my question. How do I get out of here? Sorry, but I'm looking for a way out here too. Oh, how long are you just going to stand there like that? If you're going to shoot me, then hurry up and do it. What an odd thing to say. Don't worry, you understand the situation you are in. I don't care about my situation. I'm just a guy whose life is worthless. There's no point in me living anyway. Stay back! What are you aiming at? Here, shoot me here. Come on. Are you mocking me? You're weird. Something's very wrong with you. You should at least resist a little bit. Huh? Watch this guy punch her. What's this? Who are you? That punch is funny. Stop! Keep your hands off of Ellie. See? Now, that's interesting. She never told him her name, and he called her Ellie. Huh. Ba-na-na-na, ba. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na. Are you all right? Hang in there. Good, you finally woke up. You didn't move for so long that I started to worry. How are you feeling? Do you still intend to kill me? Then go right ahead and shoot me. But you better not do it while we're in the forest. Forest monsters hate loud noises, you know. Fine, don't talk to me if you don't want to talk to. But if you wouldn't kill to thank me for tending to your wounds. But it would, yeah, sorry. Thanks, but you shouldn't have helped me. Don't think it would save your life, though. It really doesn't change a thing. What are you so afraid of? I'm not afraid, I'm just being cautious. It's natural for me to be this cautious, considering I've met such a suspicious surface-dwelling lamb. Hmm, don't you worry, I'm not going to do anything. Besides, you're much more suspicious than I am. Huh? So what's your name? I won't give my name to a surface-dweller lamb. What's with you and this lamb thing? We're both lost in the forest, surrounded by dangerous demons. Shouldn't we at least be cooperative with each other until we get out of here? Good. So what's your name? It's going to be hard for us to cooperate with one another, at least knowing each other's names. Anyways, my name is Fei Fong Wong. I think Wong Fong Fei. I I I saw something where the Fei Fong Wong came from a actor or a martial artist. I think his name was Wei Fong Fei or something like that. I think he was a Chinese martial artist or an actor. I remember seeing something like that in my travels doing Xenogears, but I can't remember. I am Elohim, but my parents call me Ellie. Ellie, huh? Somehow I already knew that. Anyways, it's too dangerous to travel in these parts this late at night. Let's wait till daybreak. We continue looking for a way out of here, if that's okay with you. I guess we have no choice, do we? Okay then, Ellie. How about having something to eat? What a great game. Huh? Egghead creatures. Wait! Does anybody know where that voice is from? For years, I was like, when I was playing this game years ago, I was like, that voice sounds familiar. Elohim. That's from Xeno Saga. Well, it's from Xenogears, but you would see that image in the Xeno Saga as well. Faye. Faye. Are you awake? All right, now we got a party member. And back in the day, JRPGs, the party member will go inside your body. But I thought it was really neato when the character started to follow you around. And this was like the first game that I saw that it could have been other games, but the first game that I saw when I was getting acclimated with JRPGs. I'm pretty sure Grandia and stuff like that did it way before. All right, where are we going? Confused. Here we go. I wanted to get a battle going before we. Oh, here we go. Get that hobgoblin. Get that hob meat. Get here, Cobbly. Ba, 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 da, da. Yay! We now have Ellie in the party, and she looks cool. Ellie is her combat skills are okay, but she's really good with magic. Soy. Elohim is the word of God in the Jewish Old Testament. Salute, salute, Jake, salute. I've learned Rajin. I've learned Rajin. What is Rajin? What is that? Yeah, she's very skilled with the elements. Is that my... Okay, now I can learn death blows. This is where the game got really cool to me when I was doing the combat system. I was like, oh, I done like Rajin. What's that, huh? A bag of goodies. What is this? Aqua Soul. First, what's that? Oh, damn it. How do I reach those hidden secrets? Elohim. The Jewish Bible also talks about the Lilith. We talked about Lilith not too long ago in the past couple of streams. Lilith was the first woman that God created. It wasn't Eve, and He had created Lilith um, through mud and dirt, just like man. And Lilith didn't believe in serving man because she was created from, she came from the same essence as he has. So Eve, she demanded to leave the Garden of Eden, the Garden of Paradise. She said, I would rather live out there with the demons, the warlocks, the goblins. I'd rather live out there with, oh dang it, I'd rather live out there in pure sin to live in paradise under the man. That's interesting. It's very interesting. See, a lot of you fellas, you want to come out here and you want to save the woman. This is when you learn the death blow. In the death blow, you unlock them by grinding and unlocking skills in different button commandments. That was one of my death blows. Soy. Soy. Yeah, Lilith said, I'd rather live in pure filth. That's why you can't save these girls, man. And I better not catch you feeling sorry for them either. No! Faye, yesterday you said your life was worthless. What do you mean by that? Why are you asking? Why, yesterday you looked like you had a death wish. You think it wouldn't make me wonder, say, how did you get stranded in this forest in the first place? I should ask you the same question. Huh? Well, I ran away from my village, or what's left of it. Village? You don't mean Lahan. It was a small village that existed between this forest and the mountain range. I ran away from there. That village? It was a nice, peaceful village. Everyone there treated me like a family. Then last night, a group of gears suddenly appeared and started fighting right in the middle of the place. The village was engulfed in flames, and I couldn't just stand there and watch Lahan be destroyed. So to try and save the village, I got in an empty gear without even knowing how to operate it. I just thought maybe, just maybe, I could do it. No, it's not. It was more like someone whispering in my ear. Someone whispering to me, telling me to do it. But it was a disaster to the village. Was it destroyed by Kislev army? Faye. No, the village was destroyed by me. Yes, it was me. I destroyed Lahan. I'm sure of it. What do you mean you destroyed it? I thought you were trying to help save the villagers. I did try to help. I actually took out a few gears. But then I came under fire from a new group of gears. And then my friend Timothy was hit by a hail of bullets. Then I lost it. Everything just went black. I don't remember anything after that. The gear I was in went out of control. Well, that was what Doc said. When I come to the village and everyone is in, it was Alice. She was such a, Alice and Timothy. Oh God, everybody, oh, such good people. Went out of control. The gear. What about the village? Faye. Yes, the gear. Oh, oh, damn them. They're still giving chase. We've entered Avev territory. I'm not giving up now. This gear is too important. Well, that's done it. I'm at a disadvantage now. What's wrong? Respond. Shrapnel in my back. My thruster's outputs is dropping. I can't maintain altitude. The group on the ground. We'll have to engage them. My favorite section of this game is breaking Riku out of prison. He's sneaking around the city. Riku, oh, okay. The prison, when you go to the prison, D block. My favorite part is when we have to break out that girl. Um, Billy goes into that mansion and tries to break that girl out. If they had never come to the village, never started fighting there, then I wouldn't have tried to pilot that gear. It's all their fault, not mine. They're the ones to blame. If they'd never come, none of this would have, if not for them. Them! Them! It was them! Enough of that, huh? You're a coward. That's right. I'm a coward. A coward? Me? Yes, you're a coward. All you're saying this is them and that and this. Don't talk as if you have no part of this blame as well. I'm to blame? Yes, that's right. Of course, the direct cause of the battle was that the gear made an emergency landing in your village. But all the Plastev wanted was the gear, right? They weren't invading or out to destroy Lahan. The real damage occurred because you climbed in that gear and tried to fight it back. Whatever made you get into that gear? Not just anyone can pilot them. It takes training. There is no way a civilian could hope to pilot one. Sorry. Besides, you should have been helping the villagers flee to safety instead. How can you blame the damage on the gear when it was your decision to fight and in the first place? Why don't you take some of the responsibility yourself? Why are you putting all the blame on others? That's just running away. That's what makes you a coward. Well, if you put it that way, yes, that's right. I'm a coward. I didn't realize my own strength, and I've been blaming what happened as the result of what on others. I'm a pitiful excuse for a man, but I've just felt the rush of blood in me, and I couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself or help others. Yo, the Mamba, what's up, bro? Faye, I'm. Shut up. What do you know? When I come to as surrounded by the piles of rubble, I didn't know what had happened or what had done. I remember absolutely nothing. All I knew was that my hands could still feel what they have done. The only thing that penetrated the gear's barrier was the screams. Screams accompanied by the stench of blood, the sound of crushing bones, and my own curses. Look, look at my hands. Can you hear the voices? Can you understand this feeling? The feeling of having destroyed your village with your own bare hands. I have nothing being able to do anything for the children left behind. Now they have nothing. I have nothing. I have nowhere. No one. I didn't want to get in it. I had no choice. There were no other ways. What a great game. Love this game. Why'd I go and say that to him?
You talk as if it's not your responsibility.
Huh?
No, I didn't do anything. They died because you had to pilot the gear and start fighting. It wasn't me, actually. Not just anyone can pilot those machines, you know. I didn't do it. Why won't you take responsibility?
You're a coward.
Why are you trying to put the blame on others? You're a coward!
That's right. I'm a coward. Games today don't have this type of emotion. I know, man. They just had a Sony press conference, some type of analysis breakdown with the investors, and Sony was talking about going all in on AI. The future is AI. Everybody's talking AI, AI, AI. This AI jargon, which I think is very interesting that the corporations are pushing AI. And we all know why. It's because of the powers that be. But you notice, if AI was so good and the corporations have to fire thousands upon thousands of workers for AI because AI is supposed to do the job more efficiently, AI is supposed to make the job is more better and easier. But how come the everyday common man isn't benefiting from AI? You know what I mean? I could see if AI was benefiting us, but AI is just usually is used for when it comes to the everyday common man. Is there any success stories as of yet where a man who's just living at home and then all of a sudden he's using AI and all of a sudden he built himself this dramatic and succeeding empire? The corporations keep pushing the AI, and we haven't seen any success stories as of yet. But anyway, Sony is talking about using AI, but they want to use the AI for bringing us better hair follicle textures. Hair follicle textures. Can you believe that? The games that we grew up loving had absolutely zero to do with hair follicle textures. But Sony, they just continue to push this narrative of, we just got to make things look more lifelike. It's like, what's going on? It hasn't succeeded. It will never succeed. And I know there is an alarming. I don't know if it's that many people as of today, but there are people out there that are looking for the freckles on the face, indentations in the teeth, you know what I mean? Little scratches and things, scratch marks and birthmarks up on the skin and things of that such. But when was the last time somebody gave a damn about some hair texture follicles? And AI will help us generate that a lot more easier and better. That's ridiculous. All you got to do is look at the hair right here. I can tell that this girl has hair, and all it takes is a simple strokes of the pen to get that. What the actual hell is going on in video games? How about they bring me better games? Yeah. Is AI going to make me a better game? I guarantee it I can take. First of all, they were hiring way too many employees in the first place. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was made with like 5 people. You know? But I guaranteed I can take 5 human beings and I could take AI and 3 people, and I guarantee those 5 people will make a 10 times better game. I guarantee 5 humans will make a better game than AI. 5 people with limited resources. Darn, she's unconscious. I gotta fight this beast. Soy. Oh, shoot. Huh? Oh, he missed. Are you crazy? Soy. Let's see some magic on this weirdo. Oh, he ate the magic. That beast. Ow. Ow, you beast. Hey, where's my hob meat? Oh, hob meat was, yeah, he's outside of battle. Faye! Faye, I have been searching for you. Here, you can use this. Hey, hold on a second. To tell me I can use it is one thing. Ellie! Damn it! Doc, I have a favor to ask. I will defeat this monster, but if it looks like I'm going to go out of control like last time, then shoot me. Faye, let us pray that that won't happen. Let's go. Uh. Now you got that attack level that was just added now. So now you can do an extra attack. Mm. Two-piece in this monster. Excuse me. Let's go, Faye. Let's go, Faye. Hit his ass. Level up, 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 up. They wanted to initially make this game full 3D. This is one of the first 2D, 3D games, way before Octopath Travelers. But due to budget constraints, they couldn't make it all 3D. And I'm glad that they did the 2D, 3D. You'll notice that the backgrounds and the gears are in the 3D format, but the characters are 2D, which is really cool. Back at that time, Sony's always been a jackass. Sony was getting away from the 2D games. They wanted to make all of the games coming out of Japan. They wanted them to all be 3D. And the PlayStation was not accepting, or Sony wasn't accepting any games on their platform unless they went 3D. Sony's always been a piece of work. But its power goes beyond what is necessary. Does one really need the power to destroy everything? I don't need that kind of power. I just hate gears. Faye, using power and being used by power, is that not a problem of hearts? If humans do not use their power for wrong, it can be a good thing. I believe such power can help us. In that respects, I know you will be fine. It sure helped you out this time. Am I right? I want to believe that, but something is holding me back. This gear. This gear is pure evil. Well, whatever. At least Ellie is safe now. She seems to have come to. Huh? I am Satan, a friend of Faye's. You also did not make it. You almost did not make it if it had not have helped you. If Faye had not, I hate to think what may have happened. But I was not the top pleased with the rashness in trying to take on that Rakar, which just his bare fist. Bare fist? Well, I'm glad that you were able to find a use for what I brought you. Let us just let us just say that we are borrowing what Kislev army left behind. Oh, thank you, Faye. This makes twice. Don't mention it. I'll just put it on your tab. It's getting dark. Let us make camp now and start our early tomorrow. The both of you look tired. I need to make sure repairs on your friend here. Hold on real quick. I use the bathroom. All right. It is no use. The knee equator and the bypass circuits are both ruined. The equator can be fixed, but the circuits needs to be replaced. Oh, having trouble sleeping there. Yeah, I imagine you would have had quite a day. This is the machine that Faye used when the village was attacked. There was another machine left sitting on the outskirts of the village. Nil Bear Dars Legus was yours, right? Just as I thought. The missing pilot from the gear that made an emerging landing in Lahan and the mysterious woman found wandering lost in the forest are actually one of the same persons. Judging from your uniform, I would also say that you are with the military. Am I correct? Who are you? I checked the ID tags of the soldiers who died in the attack of Lahan. The design of their tags and the design of your uniform, there is the same. Do not worry, they were given proper burials, but they may not have been too pleased to die in a foreign land. Maybe. Does Faye know about you? I don't think he realizes yet. Most likely, Faye knows nothing of the world outside of Lahan. I see. So how come? In any case, it is best if we do not pry into each other's past anymore. But let us just say that I know a little more about the world than most do. Anyway, Ellie, I have a favor I must beg you to do. What is it? Go straight ahead and you will come to a road. Then just keep going. Would you please leave us while Faye is still asleep? Unfortunately, things keep happening around Faye, and I like to protect him as possible. If possible, I don't want him caught up in any vain struggles. I am also saying this for your benefit, Ellie. You do not belong here. Go back to your family. I do not worry. I will not tell Faye what your true identity is. I will just tell him you went to meet up with your family. No, it is not that. I did something terrible to him. So I want to apologize. Something terrible? Faye told me it was our fault. Your village was destroyed. Faye kept saying if only they hadn't come. Then I called Faye a coward because he was trying to escape from the responsibility. But in fact, it was me who was trying to escape from taking the blame. If I hadn't crash landed there, they would all still be living peacefully now. All those innocent people wouldn't have been caught up in the tragedy, but I accused Faye. You are a rarity. I did not expect your people would ever think like that. To your people, surface dwellers are nothing more than domesticated animals, and they're not. The shepherds Abel took control over the surface dwelling lambs, possessing the rights to give life and death unto them and they see fit. Exactly. Yet you seem to feel responsible towards Faye and the villagers. Why is that? I don't know myself. At Jugin, I taught the surface dwellers were stupid and base, and that is why we had to control them. But upon meeting Faye, something about him made you feel differently. Yes, he's no different than we are. In fact, he seemed more powerful. He possesses something we don't. He also risked his life to save me twice. Most of you probably would feel ashamed at receiving such an act. Yet you are grateful to Faye. It is because my father, he had open mind to surface dwellers. My nanny was a surface dweller. No one knew about her though. Besides, I am the same as Faye. The same? No, nothing. Never mind. Hmm. I think I understand. I am sorry after just saying what we should not pry. It is my nature, you know. My wife says I am too persistent and that I talk too much. But personally, I do not think I talk too much. It is possibly best if you return home to your country. You really shouldn't be here. I'll return to headquarters, but then what? You are worried? Yes. Worrying is natural. Even I used to worry once too, you know. Oh, Satan. Anyway, let me handle what to tell Faye. You had better go now. What's this game called? Xenogears. Or Xenogears, sorry. I've been calling it Xenogears because since I was back in grade school, because on the cover it had a big giant X and then it said Xenogears, so I've been calling it Xenogears, but it's called Xenogears. Has Ellie gone yet? You know, I prefer this than actual cinematic unless it's a fight scene. It gives the imagination more room to emphasize on the situation. Yeah, I like that too, man. I prefer the more of the imagination than just everything just played out for me. Faye, she is. I know. It's not Ellie's fault. What happened to the village is all my fault. I took out all my pent up feelings on Ellie, and I'm the one who should apologize. Man, this game is a vibe for real, man. It's deep, isn't it? Faye, do not blame yourself. It's just getting started, too. Faye, do not blame yourself. It was not your fault either. You were just trying to protect the village. Thanks, Doc. By the way, how is everyone from the village going? Do not worry. Yui is taking care of them. I told her to leave soon as and take them all to the certain place. They should be safe for a while. So you just worry about yourself for now. Okay, Doc. It doesn't hold back on the dialogue with characters. I like it so far. Now to think what we should do next. Shall we leave the forest and head over to the desert of town of Dazil? We may learn what Avev and Kislev are up to, not to mention getting some parts for the Watal. The leader of Avev is not going to sit back and let the other knights' fiascos go by unpunished. Satan's part of the party now. I'm about to learn a new skill. It's at 100. I'm going to learn a new skill. Look at it. Is that the wrong way? Is that the way out? Again. Satan is a beast. Bam, 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 bam. Is that the no? This part was interesting to me. This giant spaceship flying by. What is that? I would assume it is an aerial battleship from Avev. An aerial battleship? I never heard of Avev having anything like that. Of course it does. It does not come from Avev originally. Most likely it belongs to the Gebler Force Station at Avev. Gebler? Special forces from the Sacred Empire of Solarius known as Gebler. I'm sure you have heard of something about them. They are an organization provided by large-scale military aid to the Kingdom of Avev. They showed up in Lahan several months ago. Until then, Avev was being routed by Kislev. But with Gebler's help, they have managed to regain half their losses. They are now expanding their territory and gathering resources buried in the ruins. I've heard the village elder talk about it. Is Ellie a part of that? Quite possibly so. The group has superior technology and power. It is rumored they are here solely to get the resources in the ruins. I am surprised they are using something as powerful as that ship. It must be to surpass the recent border skirmishes. So they are fighting Kislev Empire? Yes. It seems they have found new ruins on the northern edge of Abed. Those ruins are under a 500-year-old temple. 3 weeks ago, Kislev took over those ruins. Most likely they are fighting over that. Damn, this game is deep, right? Bro, this game is tapping into something. This is a tapper, a game tapper. La, na, 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 la, na, 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 na. Before we go in there, let's get a battle going with these sand creatures. Sand people. Sandman. Hey, I learned a new skill. The hell? Excuse me. And Dazil. Boom, 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 boom. This is Dazil? Yes, that is right. The desert town of Dazil. This town is lively. This is center of all evacuations in the bed. Please come. People come from all over Ignace to try and find the resources buried in the ruins around here. We should be able to find out what both Abed and Kislev are up to here. We also have to gather the things we need to repair Watal. Repair Watal? Yes, we must exchange the broken parts to fix the Watal. Otherwise, it would not be able to function at all. There is an ethos workshop in the southern part of this town. Let us go there, Faye. Right. Yeah, okay, Doc. Let's check it out. Let's check this place out, dude. Look at this guy. Hey, I haven't seen you around here before. Don't think if you can cause trouble, you'll get away with it. We're Avev Army Guards. Remember that. Oh, na na na. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. This is the Avev Guard Station. This town is important because it's the base for evacuations and ruins. The elite of our army are situated here. Huh? Ah! Let's go talk to those jackasses. Screw them. Soon this area will be totally evacuated. We'll have to find another place with buried treasures. I came here looking for fortune, but all the good sites are controlled by the military. I'll have to go find a home failure. What should I do? I have to go home as a failure. What should I do? I wanted to try my luck at treasure hunting. I'm pretty successful. The reason is I found a good partner. Even now, he's looking at the map, analyzing our next step. I sure depend on my pal. Bam, 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 bam. Wow, wow, wow. Huh? Haven't met you before, so you want to rent out a sand buggy too? Sand buggy? A sand buggy is a special type of vehicle designed for the desert terrain. Its tires will not get stuck in the sand. You really need them for long desert trips. So all of our buggies are laid out now. Do you want to wait for one? Some of those guys hunting for parts should be back soon. I see. Well, then we will come back later. Excuse me. Oh, oh, So, what do you want to buy? A magical rod? Whoa, whoa. I love going to towns, man. I love going to towns. I love talking to the people. I love talking to the merchants. Wah, 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 wah. I done bought this crap and he can't. I don't want to lose anything. Hiya! Whoa, whoa. Hey, get down from there! Whee! Desert Adventures. Yeah, we did it. Who would have thought? I didn't think sneaking into the night. This sure is it's a noisy place. Well, in a place like this, you had to expect this kind of atmosphere. Yeah, but even so, shut up. Hick. Why are y'all yapping when Big Joe is here trying to drink in peace? Can't y'all shut up? Hick. Who do you think you are? I don't care if you're Big Joe or Big Schmo. You don't mess with me. Yeah, you sure talk big. Can you dig for treasure as good as you talk? What's that you say? You're so tough. Always looking for junk laying around. Why don't you do something more productive for once? If you ask me, you're a big put. Hey, stop it. This guy's trouble. He's looking wild. Oh, shut up. Just shut your trap. That's right. Run home to mama, little boys. Hick. What? Damn, you keep. Ha, cowardly little punks. Why this man sure likes to make the presence felt. His presence felt. Hick. You drinking too? Booze is my life's companion, especially in a sucky world life like this. Everyone's searching for dough and that dynamite. How unromantic. What? Ah. What? I wish Gears were real. Giant mechs. How awesome would it be to fight and kill in mech armor? That would be so cool. I want to get some snacks. Oh, we can do as soon as we are able to. Shit, I didn't read that. Sorry to bother you. Our gear has broken down, so I would like to buy some parts to fix it. Tough luck, huh? Can you tell me what make of part you're after? Yes, we are hoping to get a replaced X29 model injection bypass circuit. X29 model injection circuit? That's only used on the latest military models. We don't keep those kind of parts in stock here. You can only get such parts by placing an order at the Ethos headquarters. This workshop is only for repairs of civilian gears. I see. Sorry to bother you. Sorry that we can't help you. Please don't touch it. It's been repaired. Doc, do you have a moment? I need to talk to you. Yes, of course, Ray. So, Faye, what do you want to talk about? Well, Doc, it's about Wiltal. We can't find the parts we need, so is it all right if we just don't fix it? Don't repair it. What is the problem, Faye? Well, we've been able to come as far as Dazil on our own. So doesn't that show that we don't need a Wiltal as much as you thought? Actually, I've been thinking that once things cool down, I want to go back to Lahan and help rebuild. That's all I feel I can do now. Let's see, if that is what you want, Faye, then fine. But I think we should try and move Otar as far away from there as possible. Move it away? But why do we need to do that, Doc? It is only my speculation, but I suspect the incident that evening occurred because the Gebler Special Forces stole the cassette military gear. Special Forces? You mean Ellie's group? Exactly. When I examined the broken gear in the village, I realized that the Gebler pilot was riding a cassette gear. It must have had some new technology involved in it for the Keslev army to send pursuit forces after it. New technology? I suspect that the Gebler forces were out to steal a new experimental gear. I'm sure news of the Special Forces failure has reached the capital. They will be investigating the Lahan area to reclaim whatever parts of the new gear that they can find. Hold on, Doc. Won't the Keslev army still be in Lahan too? Most probably. And in that case, there will be conflict between the Vet expecting team and Keslev pursuit troops. If they find where we have hidden the well the armies will fight over who gets the Weltal and rights near Lahan too. So to avoid any problems, we should move Weltal somewhere else right away. But we can't fix it in order to move it. Right, but staying here will solve nothing. Fortunately, this is the center of evacuation work in this country. There is bound to be some information on where we can find parts. Anyway, the fear is often worse than the danger itself. We should not let such fears hold us back. Boom, 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 boom. Huh? What's this? Hiya! Whoa, whoa! This is the waterworks. All of Dazil's water comes from this pump. Water is needed for the maintenance of gears, so our waterworks was also built to provide steady supply of water to the workshops. It's interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, where to next? Hell. Oh, oh, the vehicle's back. This is the sand bucky. This is it, Faye. I have thought of a good way to get the parts we need to the wall. Let us go back to the rental shop and rent out the sand bucky. What do you intend of doing, Doc? Well, leave it to me. Just you wait and see. The sand bucket you were waiting for is back. Do you want to rent it? Yes, that is right. Do you have any we can rent right now? Of course. The keys are in the ignition. You can take it now. Well then, if I may. Faye, and I'm going to the desert to search for parts for the Watal. Going into the desert? Doc, are you going to excavate some ruins or something? The Kislev and Ev armies are confronting each other in the desert all the time. There is talk that their forces often break into battles over the ruins. What does that have to do with that gear? If I search the battlefield for the wrecks of such army gear, I should be able to find the parts we need. Besides, Ratel's is a Kislev gear, so we need parts for the Kislev gears. But Faye, you are such a warrior. Things have things have a way of working out. You don't need to worry so much. Why not go kill some time at the bar until I get back? Doc, hey, are you letting him go out there alone? Lots of fights break out in that desert. It's a real dangerous place. I heard about a group of pirates riding around attacking people on sand cruisers. You really shouldn't let him go out there by himself. Hardest boss I ever faced in the JRPG was the boss in the Xenogears, Ramses. The first time you fight Ramses, um, I had no concept of grinding, level grinding, and stuff like that. I was running away from battles. I was just trying to get through the story, and when I got up to Randers, I was extremely underpowered and underleveled, and there was nothing I could do to beat him. So I literally had to start the game all over again because I only had one save file, and it wasn't a way for me to level grind, and I just couldn't beat him. I would get closer and closer, but I just couldn't beat him. So after experiencing that, am I supposed to go out here? Yeah, yeah, okay. I've always been grinding. What's another hard boss? Dragon Quest XI S has this final boss. I can't beat him. He's like the true final boss. He's so hard. And I'm like, my character's a level 99. I think I need to go do those trials and get the all the weapons and stuff like that. But he's tough. Oh, Final Fantasy X. I remember when I fought Seymour for the first time. I was under levels. That was tough. Um, I think that's all I can think of right now. Who was the hardest boss you ever fought? It's crazy on the JRPG, guns don't really hurt you. You can kind of just take a bullet, bow. That was mad experience points. This game is so good, man. The post game boss in Romance in Saga 2, Revenge of Heroes. Nice. How come I didn't learn that new skill yet, man? What the hell? It's been sitting at 100 forever. How far has God gone? I now have lost sight of those gears too. Oh, this was interesting as well. What's happening? This is very interesting. I like this. Huh? A giant floating spaceship. I would also say Chai in Shenmue 1 arcade. What the heck is that thing? I like Shenmue. I never played the second one. Never played it. But the first one, oh man, if you want to talk about atmosphere, that was a fun game. That game made me sad because I was like, you were hanging around in the village and then you had to move on to the next session. And then section and you got away from the village and you had to get a job. And I was like, man, I want to go back to the hood. I followed them so as not to lose sight of them. I want to go back to the streets. But I like Shim. I think I beat that game like 3 times, back to back to back. They have the combat system of Virtual Fighter. It was lit. Wow, did you see the anime yet? I think they touched on parts that wasn't in the game. No, I didn't see the anime. I didn't even know. I recalled a Shenmue anime, but I didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but I'm gonna check it out. Now that you said that, I believe Shenmue has the best fighting combat system. Yeah, it's the Virtual Fighter system, but a little bit more tougher. I'm gonna check out Shenmue the animation. Does this desert ever end? It'll get dark soon, so I better hurry up. And what's going on here? Gears, a flying saucer, and now these guys? I hope Doc is all right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Just let me borrow this for a while. Let's go. Let's ride. Hey, wait. I'm gonna check out that Shenmue the animation. I just got my Summer Wars 4K Blu-ray. Uh-oh. I was watching that earlier. The animation was incredible. Uh-oh. I got my sights right on Megatron. Uh-oh, Faye. You're surrounded. Yeah, I just got my Summer Wars. Aren't you overreacting a little bit for just stealing a motorcycle? I had it on. I wasn't really watching Summer Wars, but I had it on. It looked beautiful, but I gotta go and try to sit down and watch it. The anime that I'm sitting down and watching right now is the Trigun remake or whatever. I was like hating on it because it was in that 3D, but I like the anime so much. It's really good. Doc, are you all right? Yes, of course. Huh? Looks like we do not have time to chat. Faye, hurry. Hurry and do what? I cannot use Wattel very well. Only you can use it to its fullest potential. Hurry up and get on the board. I like the Trigun anyway. I'm watching Outlaw Star. What's that? What's that fantasy anime you had me watch? Anime fan. It's like that little king, and there's a little black blob with him. I like that one. The second season of the new Trigun was getting a lot of hate from the lesbian Twitter girlies, but it's solid. I didn't get the second. I got the first season. Ranking of Kings, yeah. Watching that. Of course, I'm watching Dragon Ball. I watch Dragon Ball Z every day. Ting. I'm watching Dragon Ball Z every day. Started with uh, the. I was watching it with Pi, but then I switched to Z. Um, and I was watching the Cell Saga on up. Right now I'm in the Gohan. I like the part where Gohan was going to school. I love that part. And then they join that tournament. Well, what the? It's him. Dun, 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 dun. Man in Black, your hot-blooded desire for battle has not been tamed. I see.
Who are you?
This game is bugged out. You're the one from Lahan. Here we go again. My name is Graf, the Seeker of Power. You certainly showed how much power you had back there in Lahan, didn't you, Faye? How much power I had? What are you talking about? A greater power is what I need to fulfill in my mission. I sent those gears into that land as a catalyst to awaken the power in you to make contact with you. As a catalyst? You mean you caused that intentionally? That's right. The death of your loved ones, and you're powerless against it happening. The grief, the screams from your heart, born out of the tragedy. There, that was the catalyst for triggering your power. You mean you attacked my village just to get me in that gear? Why? Why did the villagers have to die? Who cares why? It does not matter how many of them died. They were wretched vermin, only living for days to days without even fulfilling their prescribed destinies. Wow. Isn't this what the stream is about today? Chasing your dreams and your goals? They were wretched vermin, only living from day to day without ever fulfilling their prescribed destinies. And have you forgotten where the have you forgotten? You were the one who destroyed the village. I did not lift a finger. No, I was just trying to save the village and its people. I've never intended to destroy it. Is that really so? Surely you have heard of it. It is the very essence of you, the voice of desires from within you that craves destruction. Shut up! Even if that were true, aren't you still the one who had caused it? If you hadn't come to the village, wouldn't have suffered that way that it did. Ah, so now you resort to blame, I see. That sounds like something you would say. That's good. Your basic nature remains unchanged. Crap! You said you need my power. What were you intending to do with it? You know very well. It is to destroy Mother God. What? Destroy God? Yes! We will destroy God. That is our purpose. That is our destiny. Don't be ridiculous. I won't get involved in such a thing. If you want to destroy your God or whatever it is you're on about. Do it by yourself. You resemble your father. My father? You mean my dad? You know my father? Yeah, of course your dad. What? That was a most delightful scream. I was enthralled by it. Nothing is more beautiful than a scream of death. What did you do to my father? What happened between you two? Do you really wish to know? There is no use in you knowing it now. What? Your power is still beneath that needed for my purpose. Anything unusable must be tried until it becomes suitable. What? What in the hell is that? It is a demon. What will you do, Faye? If you die here, then so be it. You may indeed gain some happiness from not knowing, but surely that is not what you truly want. If you want to know the truth, and that is what you want, isn't it, Faye? Then this is what to do. You must show me that you have attained the level of strength I require. To do that, you must destroy others by using your own strength. Then you will gain all that was lost in exchange for that streams of death. Huh? Well, wait. We're not finished talking yet. A demon. A pure demon. Kick it. Huh? Let's try this. Kame. Ame. Ah! Absorbing my liquids, my fuel. Stop slurping my fuel. Stop it. Chip him up, Faye. Stop slurping me. Chip him up, Faye. Get him, Faye. Let's try the Kamehameha. Kame. Ame. Ah! Vicious beast. Stop it. Dip that thing, Faye. What the hell? I'm gonna run out of fuel. Oh, you idiot. He's getting weak. We're running out of fuel. He's getting weakened. We're out of fuel. Oh, we're donezo. The hell? Uppercut him, Faye. Level up, 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 up. Who decides the sound effects? Who sit there and there's so much that goes into a game. You gotta the sound of the leveling up sound effects, everything. I learned a new move, Senretsuga. Inner healing has been learned, and I've obtained an eyeball. I got that creature's eyeball in my hand. Faye, are you all right? That was a nice artistic directed film when Faye was talking to that demon man in Satan. The wind was blowing and his drape was flapping in the wind. That was kind of cool. Faye. Uh-oh. We're surrounded. We're surrounded by demons. Oh no, the Aved military. Not now. Faye, I think we should remain calm. Faye? I love this game so much. We didn't even get started yet. The game really didn't get started. And it's hitting you over the head with just pure action. Pure story. This is my crew, man. I'm telling you, I think this story was part of my DNA. Huh? Ancient DNA. Huh? Graph. I love these anime cutscenes. How are you? Faye, did you sleep well? Huh? Well, sort of. Sorry, I messed up. I was careless. That gear is a top secret experimental model for Kislev. It was only natural that Evev would also be madly searching for it. Faye, are you hurt? You don't look so well. Well, I suppose you could say I was hurt. This is my song right here. That man in the black spoke of your father's fate. Is that his right is wrong? I used to have this song in my headphones, my Walkman back in the day, and I used to just walk around listening to this song, exercising. It is the other stuff, he said. What happened at Lahan? What all played to what all planned to get me to ride in that gear, so he claimed. That's got me worried. To get you to ride in that gear? Doc, before the village was destroyed, I lived without doubting myself. But it's different now. I don't know who I am. I never felt like this before. Ding, 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 boom, bam, wham, ding, ding. Well, we cannot do anything as long as we are prisoners, even if we wanted to. Let us rest a little. Maybe it will sort your feelings out a little. Good idea. Are you worried about your father? All I know is what the maids at my home in Lahan told me. One night, a strange masked man carried me to Lahan. I was heavily wounded at that time. In my delirium, I called out for my father. That's all they could tell me about my background. I don't remember anything of my father or my past, so I guess I'm not really all that lonely or sad. All right, let me save it one more time, and we're gonna end it here. We did about 2 hours, but we'll be back tomorrow. I got a three day weekend off. But we're starting our Xenogears journey. My number one favorite game of all time. And I'm telling you, you guys are gonna have to find a better JRPG than this. It's already dominating your favorite JRPGs. And like I said, this is only the beginning. It's just gonna get even more crazier, more twists, more turns. Even though I can't play Resident Evil, I love listening to the soundtracks. Man, Resident Evil scared the crap out of me. The first Resident Evil, I rented that game and I put the game in and I went into this room and this zombie turned around and he got up and started. I was like, oh hell no! Turned the game off instantly, and I couldn't get past the menu. But there was like a little opening scene of like a live action characters. I would just watch that. I would not play the game because I thought it was so demonic. I went to my cousin's house and watched him play, and that kind of made me a little bit more less scared to play the game. And that's one of my all-time favorites. That's Resident Evil One, or the Resident Evil One, Two, and Three series is my favorite. And I hated Resident Evil ever since Four. I haven't liked it ever since. I love the remake for the GameCube. That was amazing. But yep, yeah. Resident Evil's got a nice song when you go into the room when you put all your items in there. The break room. That's got a nice theme song. The safe room, yeah, yeah. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be back. And I can't wait. Take off your mask. I like Cloud Strife better than I like Faye. Faye became, he was a little bit too whiny, as you can see. I don't want to get in the gear. I do love Faye, but at that time, Cloud Strife he was cool. Cloud was never emo. He was confused, but never an emo. His Backstreet and Crisis Core backstory, yeah.